Retirement's supposed to be your golden years. And face it, you just don't want to sit around. Because if you sit around, oh, your body's going to go to hell. Your mind's going to go to hell. Everything's going to hell. Inactivity leads to hell, okay? One of the first things you want to do when you retire is come up with a program to keep moving, okay? What can you do to keep moving? Okay, we're going to talk about that today, along with starting a side hustle, finding the balance. Okay, what if you could earn extra money, stay active, and still enjoy your retirement? The key to finding the right balance, and today I'm going to show you how. Hi, I am Greg Colosi. This is Senior Side Hustles. Okay, they're the same as all the other side hustles, but I'm kind of skewing it towards us seniors, trying to find out the ones that are better for us, depending upon your situation, okay? Here is my perfect side hustle. Now, this might not be your perfect side hustle, but I'm already doing several of my perfect side hustles, okay, that give me balance. I have 4 houses besides my own that we rent to traveling nurses. If you don't know anything about traveling nurses, do a quick Google search on them, but they get paid a lot of money, and most every single hospital uses them. And they're looking for furnished places. They're looking for safety. They're looking to be close to the hospital. If they've got a pet, they'd like somebody to be very pet friendly, which we are in our house only. The other 4 not, okay? Now, in the beginning, that took me some hustle. But now I'm here in my man cave. By the way, this is a separate building on my property. I'm sitting at my desk, okay? You can see in the back there are a bunch of pots. I love to cook, so I got a kitchen on the other side of this. And it's a man cave for me. I got the Barca lounger, I got the leather couch, I got all the things that you would want. And you can tell I'm a golfer, okay, by the way that I dress all the time. And these clubs over here hanging in the back, those are hickory sticks. So I don't like leaving this place. And socially, I'm very active because of my golf and friends. And I've got 3 brothers and a sister in town and lots of friends, okay? So I stay very active. My side hustle requires me to answer 1 or 2, believe it or not, 1 or 2 texts a day. If it's a heavy day, I might get 5 or 6 texts a day, okay? And that side hustle, I don't like making claims on here anyway. It does very well for me, okay? Much more than my Social Security, let's put it that way, okay? Let's say double my Social Security. And I do pretty good in Social Security. So anyway, that's my ideal side hustle, okay? An 18-year-old can run it. I got it set up. If the handyman needs to get over there, I got a handyman. Something needs to be painted, I've got a painter. I got somebody to cut the lawn, do the driveways, a neighbor close by to run over in case something happens with one of the nurses, or as we call them, one of the travelers. By the way, if you're interested in more information on that, I'll do the best I can. Leave me a comment down below. So that is not what I do as the perfect side hustle, but the amount of time it affords me, okay? My time is very, very flexible. Now, your demands might be differently. Maybe you need to get out socially. So maybe one of the main reasons you're getting out here is to go social, okay? And that's very good. And a company I sold 6 or 7 years ago, a dry cleaning pickup and delivery business. I found this out, and I hired seniors only, okay? I don't know if that's discrimination or not, but it's a good discrimination, okay? To do my routes, to drive my routes, okay? So I had a route on Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. So they would pick up and deliver those days, and they would also do that on Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. So I had a senior for each one of those days, okay? Those 2 days. I had a senior delivering and picking up for Monday, Wednesday, and one for Tuesday, Thursday. I did that. I didn't hire one to do the full thing because I wanted somebody part-time, okay? And they obviously, or they were seniors and I wasn't when I started hiring them back in 2011 or 12, somewhere in that range. So I knew that they wanted to get out. I knew they could use some extra, pocket money. And I knew this too, very dependable, okay? You get some young whippersnapper, I mean, they're running around with their head cut off and usually missing things. And I've had those do it. I hire a senior, takes longer to do it, but guess what? Everything gets done. No screw-ups, no delivering to the wrong houses, no chasing down something if it got lost in the plant. They go ahead and they do it. They make it happen, okay? So hiring one of us to do something like that for some of the side hustles you might be considering, they want seniors, okay? You are in demand. You are in demand. Okay, I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but let's go, okay? I've started 33 different companies. I've been in business since June of 1980 for myself. Now in college, I did other things, okay? I sealed driveways. What else? I painted in college, and I got all those jobs myself. There were no apps back then where you could find the jobs. You had to do it the good old-fashioned way, and I used to knock on people's houses, and we'd get a driveway job, because we can see the bad driveways. We get paint jobs from those same people. That led to some commercial painting. I hired my brothers, my friends. I always hired my brothers and my friends to go ahead and work for me. This started pretty early. I had a paper route when I was 12 years old. And I'm a golfer, okay? My dad's a golfer. We belong to a golf course, just an everyday blue-collar golf course about 5 miles from our home. And I love to play golf. So I had a paper route. Here's what I did so I could play golf all summer long. I farmed out the delivery every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I delivered one day, and that was Saturday, because that was collection day, where I collected the money for the papers, and I got my tips that day, okay? So I started this kind of side hustle, I guess you could say, with delegating it out where I didn't have to work much, okay? And I still made, back in those days, I might have made 20 bucks for the week, but that was, you could go bowling, bowl 3 games as a kid, rent shoes, and have a nickel left over to buy a Coke. And some of you probably still remember that, okay? That was a good side hustle for a 12-year-old, pretty good. So I've been doing this kind of thing for a while, okay? So, I've been in your shoes, okay? Wondering what a side hustle would mean, giving up the freedom. I work so hard to get. I get it kind of backwards. I figured all this thing out before I got to retirement. And I've discovered over the years, there's a way to make it work. And I've shared some of that with you already. Let's share some more, okay? Why balance is the key, okay? So retirement isn't just about making money. It's about enjoying your life you've built. A side hustle should add to your life, not take it over, okay? It should not consume your life. It should enhance your life. Now, if you're still working, okay, when you retire, you're going to have a lot of time. If you're in an office every day and now you're not, or in a factory every day and now you're not, it's like you're doing nothing, okay? That's fine for a month or two, but after that, you're going to go bananas. You're going to work on all the projects you wanted to work on. You're going to want to do this. You're going to want to do that. And if you're up north like me in the wintertime, it gets cold. What do you do? Okay? What do? You got to keep active, and a side hustle is one of the ways to go ahead and do that, okay? For most of you, 5 to 10 hours is a good place to start. Take 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, okay, and work on it. I say I'm going to do that, then I start enjoying it, okay? For me, I've been doing this my whole life. I've had businesses that I always enjoyed. And if I didn't enjoy them, I'd sell them, close them down, and I'd start a new one, okay? Or I'd start a new one while I'm working on the old one, and then that would turn into something, okay? So you must enjoy, you want to enjoy, so start slow, okay? Start slow. And then once you do it, you're going to really enjoy it. You're going to want to do it more, okay? That always happens with me. So for me, there's a fine line between work and play, a very fine line. I mean, I enjoy thoroughly, as you can probably tell, sitting in my man cave, 75 yards from the mother house, where my wife and our little puppy Heidi spend most of the day. Okay, I go back in around, 5, 6 o'clock in the summertime. She comes out here. We have a glass of wine together. We talk about things. I'll smoke a cigar, whatever. So it's very, very enjoyable. Where I am, my very good friends stop by. My cousin stops by about once a week, okay? It's in the afternoon. Usually I schedule my day so that I really work in the morning. And in the afternoons, I leave up to running errands, visiting, watching more YouTube, learning more things, researching food, okay? I lost 65 pounds in the last year, and I eat so much better. I reversed my diabetes. I learned that all on YouTube. I do a lot of that in the afternoon. So I do have a structure. I like to get up very early, like 4 o'clock, and that's the way I enjoy it. You will find out whatever that structure is, unless you already have it, or you might tweak it a little bit. Mine's tweaked over the years, but generally this has been my schedule since I've been about 40 years old. Okay, let's put it this way, the late 80s. How old was I then? Yeah, close to 40 or so. My schedule's been this, okay? Always worked out of my home. Used to have employees. I don't anymore. I keep it simple. I contract out everything. And it gets done much better, much quicker, and da-da-da-da-da, okay? So here's the secret. It's not the number of hours you put in, but what do you do consistently, okay? I committed 10 days ago now, to do a video every day for this channel. And that's what I do first. That's the most important thing I do every day. More important than, unless I got a real emergency with one of my side hustles, which I also structure them that there's no such thing as an emergency, okay? So if so, I'll make up 2 the following day. Haven't had to do that yet. I've been ahead of myself a couple of times. So that's what I do. That's my schedule, okay? You can still enjoy retirement. In fact, the right side hustle can actually enhance your retirement, and here's how, okay? First of all, it gives you purpose. You're excited, okay? I mean, I have more energy now than when I was 40. My wife says, holy mackerel, what's going on? Well, I lost all that weight, okay? I'm on no medications whatsoever. I exercise, I stretch, so I don't get sore. And the way that I eat, I don't have anything extra on me anymore, okay? I think I got rid of, if you know what this is, most of my visceral fat. That's the fat on the inside that you can't see, which causes inflammation and causes all these other things. You'll stay active, engaged, both physically and mentally. Mentally is very, very, very important. We know at our age, we forget. But if you're always socializing, always talking, you continue to be sharp, okay? I had a chat yesterday with somebody about, I'm also in the dry cleaning consulting arena, okay? Because I did that since 1996. And I was talking to a client, and we talked for about an hour, and I had stuff come out of me I forgot I even had in me, okay? And you become much sharper as a tack, as we say. Okay, the keys to choosing something you enjoy, whether it's selling crafts, consulting, teaching, or even pet sitting. The best side hustles don't feel like work, okay? How do you manage the physical and the mental demands of owning a side hustle, okay? It's all figured out up here. I'm going to give you some guidelines, okay? Physically, choose something that fits your energy level. Don't do a lot of, You know, if you've got a bad back and you got a bad back by doing bad back stuff, don't do the bad back stuff, okay? Do something with your brain, okay? There's a way you can make money with your brain. Okay, mentally avoid burnout by setting boundaries. Decide in advance how much time and effort you're willing to give and stick to it. You decide, okay? You create your own anxiety. You create your own stress. You're the one that doesn't. So I get to a certain point every day, okay? Because when I get done shooting this video, I am pumped. And it used to be, I had a company where I gave speeches to. I've done, you know, a few things here, 33 plus companies. And every time I gave a 4-hour talk, I was energized afterwards. And then like an hour later, I crashed. Okay, I was exhausted. So when I get done with this, I am very energized. I don't crash for 2 or 3 hours after this. So I kind of time it. And the crash isn't that big because I'm only talking for 20 minutes, let's say. The crash for talking 4 hours is much larger. So I have a point where my brain gets fried, and about 2 hours from now, I will stop doing anything that requires my brain. I'll watch something on YouTube to learn. I'll go for a ride in my 2003 Lincoln Town Car. That's a whole nother subject to talk about. I just love Lincolns. Had them for 25 years, used ones. All town cars. But anyway, that's what you do. And right, you can always adjust as you go. It's your life, okay? So a side hustle should bring you extra joy, okay? Purpose and some cash, okay? And it should give you a lot of energy. So why would you want to do something like that? Even if you don't need the money. I mean, we can always use more money, okay? Pocket change, okay? Money nobody else knows about, okay? Your spouse doesn't know about. It's your money, okay? And maybe you treat once in a while. But if you're doing something, you're socializing, and you're making money, you know, why not? These influencers, it looks like that's all they do is influence. There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that they do, okay? But they have a ball at it. So maybe you can become an influencer. There are senior influencers, okay? Maybe you could be one of those, okay? So I've got a newsletter. Just started it down below. Get the newsletter for nothing. Each week we're going to talk about one side hustle idea, and I'm going to go through the whole thing, and then more ideas on other things. I don't know what yet, so that's why I can't tell you. But newsletter weekly. Just click down below, sign up, and if you want to chat with me, there's also a link down there where you can get into my schedule, and we can have a half an hour conversation. Thanks, and make it a great day. It is the holiday season, so Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus, and a Happy New Year. Bye.